And right on from doing the vocal video, let me do my no ums video for the week, which, well, actually, I've done a couple of interesting things today. One was, yes, I just did Patsy Rodenberg's The Physical Release of the Text 1, which was very silly feeling and made, I'm sure, for hilarious video highlights, which I may or may not go back to, but I do have that physicality. I have a feeling of working out. The other thing I did today was I read out one of my little short piece that I wrote. It's a little erotic. You're never going to see it publicly on this channel. Um, but it was interesting reading that out loud, and it really does reveal a text to you, and it's like, okay, there's lots of repetitions. This part is unclear. What am I saying here? And there the as a part of the critic brain is, as I'm listening to myself speak it, it's like, oh, it's all there. It'll be interesting to go and actually watch the video now. Maybe I should have done that before I press record, but I'll save that for tonight. My reaction to myself reading my Demon Lover out loud, and how that went. It's a really short little piece, which was made it ideal for this, and I had a little time on my own, so I don't have an audience listening to me read an erotic story out loud. It's like, you do not want that. That's I'm I'm highly uncomfortable. Other than that, I did all my vocal exercises for the week. Which I'm continuing to do that. Actually, the cool thing that happened this week is that I finally made an Orlando Furioso wrap up video for part one, which I guess I'll have to look at and see if I want to release it publicly. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It would be nice to release something on my public channel before the end of the month, so maybe that will be it. Or maybe I'll look at a bunch of videos that I've made and see if there's anything that I actually want to release into the world. I'm unfortunately I'm finding myself tightening up a little bit when it comes to that, of like, oh, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough. And you know what? It's not good enough. But then again, why do I have these standards for what is good enough when really it's going to come to a certain level? And if I want to continue on, if I want to have a little bit of feedback, if I want to have a little sense of community and there's other people out there, I sort of need to just sort of relax and just start releasing videos again. And you know what? The more videos are released, probably the more chance there is that other people will watch them, um, just by sheer numbers, just by sheer persistence, just by sheer happenstance of like what some one subject is going to actually attract somebody to a video. Because I make a lot of very specific videos, and that's fine, but I shouldn't get butthurt when I make a very specific video on a topic and nobody watches it, or only a very few people watch it, because it's very specific and it's important to me, and that should be enough. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it isn't. So yeah, I'm going to make the effort to publish 2 videos by the end of the month, which is maybe a little bit of a high thing because I don't have any more time today. So basically, I'm going to have 3 days in which to say, okay, here's some videos. Let's put them out, and maybe try not to edit them. Maybe try not to overcorrect myself, because the more correcting I do, the longer it takes, and the less likely I am to actually put anything out. And I have to accept that, as evidenced by my Orlando Furioso wrap-up video, this is take 3 of something that's probably has taken me 2 months to do, and it's like a 6-minute video, and I probably didn't need to do all the prep that I did. Though actually, the prep that I did do really prepared me to get back into reading Orlando Furioso, which is the really cool thing about this week, is I got back into reading out loud Orlando Furioso. I'm in book number 2 of the Barbara Reynolds translation, and I'm really enjoying that again. And it's it doing all this living with the poem for a month or two was actually not a bad thing, because it got me a little bit more deep into the text, at least even just kind of know who are some of the players and try and keep their names straight in my head, even though it is a cast of 50 or 60 by now, I'm sure. So I can be forgiven for not remembering the name of some dude that I read out 4 months ago. And yeah, yeah. So that is where I am at. Take a breath, relax, just do some stuff, release it, and accept that you are who you are going to be, and that's sort of where you want to be, is the other thing. A part of this is yeah, part of this is coming down to, it's like I'm realizing, oh, I've switched away from the established channel I had to to get away from those ridiculous subscribed numbers, which were ridiculous, because now I have 60 people subscribed to my channel, and I probably have the same number of people watching my videos as I did before. So it feels more honest to me that way, or it feels more like I don't have this zombie weight around me. And even now, I'm sure I've gotten people who are like, "Oh, that's kind of a cool guy." They subscribe to me, and then I've never published anything, which I haven't published much, but I've never published anything again that they were particularly that interested, and never watched me again. I was just someone who subscribed to their channel, so they subscribed to my channel. That kind of bullshit. It's not bullshit. It's community, and we try. We try to be human beings who help each other along, and by helping others, we hopefully help. We also help ourselves. So we're also selfish bastards. All right, I will leave it there because I'm rambling. More videos later.